The grand finale
of Jocktober is upon us.
And it does involve
us.
The Opie and Anthony radio show.
Well, you know what? Usually I dig up the old tapes.
Yeah.
You dug this one up.
Found these in some box of radio stuff.
The only defense I got...
You're already backpedaled.
Fuck yeah, man. The only defense I got, this is 1997.
97, man.
It's the only defense I got.
And you said you met Groucho Marx when you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
What was that, like 80, 81?
What are you talking about, Sam?
You're such a fucking asshole.
What are you talking about, Sam?
Well, today, we'll listen to Opie and Anthony as they relate to their listeners, all of whom, including O&A, grew up in the 80s. I don't know if you knew that about Opie and Anthony. They grew up, like, when they were growing.
Well, I was a late bloomer, Sam.
It was the 80s.
I was a late bloomer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ant doesn't mention how the first fucking movie he saw in the drive-in was Midnight Cowboys. Drove a date to it.
We grew up in the 80s, Sam.
I know, and you make that clear that a lot of us, meaning you and the listeners, since you're all the same, grew up in the 80s.
That's right. Oh boy, we're gonna do this after the break, huh?
I think so.
The conclusion of Jocktober, the Opie and Anthony show from 1997. We're at WAAF. I hope Bill Burr's late because he will get fucking beating.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah. No, you sounded good. Real sincere.
Then what? People was in the shower. You talked about it. It's fine.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Perfect day to have Bill Burr in. What do you think I was getting at there, Jimmy?
I don't know. You were saying that guys and gals whiz in the shower, and just probably like a topic like to get things talking, like everybody going, yeah, he's right. We do.
I think it was also your way of letting the audience know not only are you irreverent on the air, but when the mics are off, too. Because like you said, you went, oh, you didn't realize the mics were on. This is just you being you.
Oh, you were pretending that was off the air? No.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
Oh, no, that wasn't meant.
Why did I even have friends?
And why would you be...
Who would hang out with that guy?
But why would you be so close to the mic and go, guys and girls... Who talks about that off the air and says guys and girls whiz in the shower into the mic?
Yeah, he was... Whiz. But Opie, you were also the one turning the mics on.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, how could you not know, like, for a second,
Well, I obviously knew because I said whiz instead of piss.
Yeah.
Piss would have got us in trouble.
Yeah.
I didn't... Can I hear that again? I didn't catch that.
Seriously?
Yeah, I really didn't catch that.
No, without a doubt, every guy and girl whizzes in the shower.
Yeah.
107.3 WAAF, the only station that really rocks.
That's Academy Award.
Didn't realize.
Right there.
Would you have Opie, if you went back in time, would you have any problems with that guy who went, oh?
Yeah, I would, Sam.
You'd have to tell him, be careful if these edgy conversations don't make the air.
Right.
Yeah.
Be a little more careful next time.
Like you go back in time and show the old you how to work the board a little more properly.
Yeah.
My thought today is really simple. I know I had friends in 1997. Why would you hang out with that? There's nothing interesting about it.
I want to hear the next break. What, Rocky Road or chocolate? We're back on.
That's fake edge.
Yeah.
It was before smartphones, people. I guess we got a bunch of these clips.
That was just a little preview clip. That's before you get into the...
That guy was getting laid.
What?
That guy was getting laid.
Why?
How is that even possible?
Jesus Christ. All right. We'll break, and I guess we'll do the conclusion of Jocktober.
You're stretching this out like you're walking home about to show your mom a report card that you know is terrible.
Yeah, just putting it off.
Yeah, taking a long way home. Maybe I'll stop at the store.
I think it shows that even we weren't immune to doing some hacky things in the past.
1997.
97.
There's actually a Facebook page.
Yeah, what is it?
The-Opie-Anthony-Show-from-1997.
Wow. How are they going to find that?
And if you search it, it's the Opie &Anthony Show from 1997.
Ampersand.
How many people have liked that page?
There's already 558 likes.
All right. They're having a good time with it.
And there's a banner for WAAF, even though we play the same exact playlist as the other 792 stations that really rock, the station that really rocks, WAAF.
The only station that really rocks. I don't know what they call themselves now, but we were the only station, even though we were playing the exact playlist of BCN. That made sense. Here we go. From 1997, Opie got a cool email. The topic being, you might be a child of the 80s if.
Do you want the official Jocktober intro so you can push this off another minute? Okay.
No, because I'm trying to push this through before Bill Burr shows up. Why? It's going to be bad enough with Jimmy beating the shit out of us, but if Bill joins, fuck.
He'll enjoy it. If Bill Burr gets here, let him come right in, because he would really enjoy this.
He was supposed to be here by now, so.
That's a shame.
To beat us up. Very cool topic, since Opie and Anthony grew up in the 80s. That's right. That's right, Sam.
Child of the 80s.
That's right, Sam.
We were a child of the 80s.
Yes.
You know, along with the listeners at the time. Sure. We related.
I could officially say I was still a teenager in the 80s. I could officially say that, Sam.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I didn't know your growing years, though, were in that.
I could officially say I was a teenager. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Look.
Yes.
Technically, I was in high school in the 80s.
But you were also in high school in the 70s and late 60s. You just didn't do particularly well.
I didn't do well.
All right, let's do this.
I got a cool email from, I don't even know from who, actually.
Why? What did it say it on the fucking email?
Of course, you're crinkling the paper.
Oh, no.
It's a cool email.
Yeah. Well, in 1997, emails were cool.
Yeah. Can I tell you, a cooler email would have been one with a link to fucking Meat Spin.
That means I read this somewhere and decided to make it more
organic.
You were using your radio knowledge to make it a little more organic, not just reading it. I got an email here.
This was my show prep for the day.
And you want to sound like, hey, look, we're emailing.
Right. There's a welcome to Jocktober message on the Opie and Anthony show from 1997 Facebook page.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't have that part, unfortunately. Okay. But it's a whole list of you might be a child of the 80s.
Child of the 80s.
A lot of us grew up in the 80s.
That's true.
That was...
Why are you laughing at that, Sam?
A lot of us grew up in the 80s.
You said us.
A lot of us grew up in the 80s.
You just said a lot of you grew up in the 80s. Not a lot of us.
Oh, God.
I was officially a teenager in the 80s.
You were grown up.
I was officially a teenager in the 80s.
But the thing is
not a lie.
The bit is not were you a child of the 80s?
Were you did the U.S. government classify you as an adult?
Which you most certainly were not. A child of the 80s.
Yeah.
I barely was.
80s.
That's true.
That was our growing years, okay? You might be a child of the 80s if you remember when Jordan S. jeans were cool. I hate to admit it, but...
I hate to...
Why?
I can't do this today.
Why not?
So difficult.
Just funny.
I can't do this today.
Look, sure you did some embarrassing things in the 80s, but those were your growing years.
Yeah. You were just a boy.
Your growth was stunted for a long time.
I didn't even realize that angle on this whole thing until Sam just started beating us with it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't either until I started listening, and I was like, wait a minute. And you know why it was? It's because Opie, on Friday when you were talking about AAF, said that you guys used to pretend to be younger to relate to your audience, and then when I put this in, and then you guys started, I was like, oh, this is it.
Prime example.
Yeah, grew my hair long, started saying dude a lot more.
Added some A's to words.
No, you were a teenager in Sweden?
This is not going to be pleasant.
Fuck me with a stick. Look to your right. It's going to get worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look who's walking down the hallway. Bill Burr.
Well, you couldn't have been older than 27, 28 here?
What, in 97?
Yeah. Right?
Mr. Burr?
Bill Burr.
Welcome to the show.
Bill Burr.
Good timing.
Going to be on Jimmy Fallon tonight, I hear?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's good.
Congratulations.
Yes, I am.
That's a good one.
This is the worst day to have.
Not for Bill.
Why?
You're gonna enjoy today. So.
What did I walk in on?
We've done this thing called Jocktober. over the years, and we take every October. Yeah, we feature every day a show that sucks and is hacky and, you know, typical broadcast radio drivel with the hole and the chick that's got to keep them all in line.
Wacky morning shows.
Wacky morning show. What am I explaining to you? You've been on 1,000 of them across the country.
We've done 10
I'm
or 12.
on right now.
Exactly. Exactly. Well,
you have no idea.
We always finish off by dredging up a bit of our own past. And I found a CD of one of our, like our first year on WAAF.
This is from 1997.
97. Dude, last time I saw you guys do this, Anthony was hiding under his coat. He was zipping up his winter coat over his face.
I've kind of embraced it now.
So you were here for last time?
No, this was years ago. This is the other studio there. And
we try to kill ourselves at least once during Jocktober. Today's the day, so
this is so bad.
Picking today to come in.
Now, what you
any time.
That's all I remember you doing. Any time. What we are doing here is something a little bit that kind of thread its way through the show that day. It's called You're a Child. What is it? You're a child of the 80s.
You might be a child of the 80s.
Might be a child of the 80s if.
How'd you come up with that one?
There it goes. The first one's been thrown out by Bill.
Should we do the setup?
Yes. Yeah.
It's very organic.
Should we do the first track too?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think
we should laugh at the end of the first track.
I think we should.
Well, it starts with this. This is the first track on the disc. It's 8 seconds.
You might be from the 80s if.
Well, no.
Child of the 80s.
Child of the 80s.
No, before we got to the topic, I take full responsibility. I decided this was cool radio for 97.
No, without a doubt, every guy and girl whizzes in the shower.
Yeah.
107.3 WAAF, the only station that really rocks.
See, he turns the mic on, so why was he surprised that it was going out over the air?
I was so edgy. I'm like, oh my God, did that just go over the air?
I was like, no, you guys, you could see the beginnings of your next show, the next part of your career. You totally fooled me. I like this guy. I wish I was in the studio. I could hear what they were talking about. You totally had me. If you didn't even bring it up, I still would have been waiting for this.
What Sam brought up, though, that throughout this whole thing, we're talking about how the listeners and us, of course, being children of the 80s ourselves.
They said that Opie and Anthony could relate to this because speaking to the listeners, we all grew up in the 80s.
We are all children of the 80s.
Referencing that Opie and Anthony did not do any growing whatsoever.
No, I think I was already fucking married, drunk.
I officially
driving past your house.
Lights are still on. Fuck.
Oh, that's a great.
This is.
I was officially a teenager in the 80s. That's all I'm going to say.
And I did spend 1.5 a year in high school in
so
the 80s.
So technically we were still growing up.
You drove past the Dakota right before Lennon got shot. You're not a child of the 80s.
He stayed back a couple of years. He's one of those guys.
You got to hear the next disc. It's a good lead-in.
Sure, here we go.
I got a cool email from, I don't even know from who, actually. I don't have that part, unfortunately. Okay, but it's a whole list of you might be a child of the 80s.
Child of the 80s.
A lot of us grew up in the 80s.
That's true.
That was our growing years, okay? You might be a child of the 80s if you remember when Jordan S. jeans were cool. I hate to admit it, but if you're a child of the 80s...
Go back to that laugh.
The laugh is terrible.
Why is that funny? It's awful.
I'm itching my face.
You didn't even think it was funny.
Itchy. What?
You didn't even think it was funny. You didn't think it was funny today or back then?
No, of course not.
And I'm laughing.
We were just always nervous that our listeners were going to find out we were older than we were.
Yeah. You guys probably remember wearing Jordan S. jeans when you were kids, right?
Oh, yeah,
when you were just little kids growing up in the 80s.
Well, Sam was a reiterating idiot, too. Like, email. Okay, email.
Okay.
Very Smothers Brothers.
I wish we smothered.
It was a format for young men. And we were a bit older than that. So we were trying to downplay to make believe we were younger than we were.
Growing up in the 80s.
That's always a great way to start your career. Just start it off with a lie, and then try and build everything up on that.
On the lie.
That never crashes back down.
sad part. I was already in radio 10 years. I was already in the classic rock stage of my career, and then
dude, you're on AAF. That's a huge station.
I was at the home of rock and roll before that, where we played Jethro Tull. Like, it was classic rock, and then all of a sudden we get the call to go to Boston. Now we got to like play rock music for young kids, so we had to make believe we were a lot younger.
In the middle of the 90s, when all that shit was out there.
And you could hear it in these old tapes that we were just trying to hold on and make them believe we were young.
All these memories of the 80s. You actually had the memories working in radio full-time as an adult.
Those are your child of the 80s memories.
That's when you were growing.
The only thing I'll admit, I was officially a teenager in the 80s. That's all I'm saying today.
Dude, but I remember that period because I was just old enough to feel lost when grunge music came out.
Right, yeah.
I was talking on my podcast, you know, they do this whole 20-year retrospective of Nevermind, and everybody's going like, I knew, man, the second I saw that video, there was a change in the air. I had no clue. No idea. I was waiting for the next Skid Row record, and I thought it was awesome. Slave to the Grind. I'm like, dude, this is even better than the fucking last one. And all this shit, and all of a sudden everybody's wearing flannels.
Everything's just passing you by, and you're like,
that's when I officially became old. So everybody now is pissing me off. Is everybody who's, even people who got into that album, to say that you knew it was a moment.
Yeah, shut up.
I hated it, and I didn't like how Kurt was making fun of tap-on solos in it. I'm like, this guy's a douche. That's not a solo. I love him now, but I'm not going to sit there like 20 years later act like I knew. And I had no clue.
Yeah. You were just thought it was just another band coming out. Right?
Yeah. AC/DC had their best album in years, Razor's Edge.
Right.
I was all aboard. Headbangers Ball. Let's keep it going. I had no clue.
You're right, though. Thunderstruck was off that fucking album.
Yeah, it was great.
And Money and whatever.
It was Thunderstruck.
That's hilarious.
That was it?
It was it. It was all that was on them. That's all you needed.
That's all you needed.
There was a few others.
But what are the things that tell someone that they were a child of the 80s?
Here's the laugh. I backed it up.
If you remember when Jordan S. jeans were cool.
I hate to admit it, but if you're a child of the 80s, everyone has a picture. I think I wanted to give the impression I was like a pothead too, because I figured the kids were smoking the weed.
You guys, I didn't include it because it wasn't part of the bit. Okay, we've only got so much time on this show.
Yeah.
Lots of pot jokes.
Well, you know, the kids are smoking the weed, and we wanted to fit in.
Yeah, smoking weed, and the mics are off.
Did you guys have like a meeting with like the Mr. Carlson, and they told you that, listen, you guys have to... Or is this was this your own call? Your own radio instincts?
We used to have air check meetings.
We used to have air check meetings, but we were doing our own thing.
But we had to sit and...
So this is your guy's fault. That makes it even worse.
That was a good chance you could have passed it off on somebody else. You probably should have taken that opportunity.
What are you going to do? If we're going to get beat up, we might as well just be honest. Yeah, this was our bit.
I hate to admit it, but if you're a child of the 80s, everyone has a picture of them with Jordan S. jeans on. Oh. And Sassoon.
Sassoon. Ooh, la la. Sassoon.
You might be a child of the 80s.
Okay, that one hurt. That one hurt.
That one hurt a little?
Yeah, that one stung. I didn't think I was going to get stung on that, but that stung.
I thought it was a nice improv.
Yeah, you obviously remember the commercial.
I mean, one of the things about being a good DJ is you have to know what's going on around you. And be informed.
Wow. I love this. No amp, that was great.
Bill's such a dick at this. I don't want you here. Can you leave? I don't like you.
Wow, that was bad.
Yeah. I like that when someone mentions a commercial and someone can just do the commercial right then and there.
I felt like I got hit on
that was good.
Like, I felt like, fuck.
You got a little jab?
My legs wobbled a little. I feel, Now I'm hoping I could...
I think it was that bad.
The rest.
Like, I could easily listen to that again and not even feel uncomfortable.
I was hoping he was being honest.
You might be a child of the 80s if, in your 5th grade class picture, you're wearing an Izod shirt with the collar up.
Something tells me you had some Izods, Opie.
Easy.
Well, did you?
Honestly, no. I never...
Hey, look out.
Wait.
Why? I don't think that's that bad.
But here's why it's that bad. It's like I called him a fucking asshole or something.
Yeah.
Easy there.
Watch out. That's crazy.
You also just implied that when you were in 5th grade, the decade was the 1980s.
Yeah. And like he's saying that children had Izod shirts, and you're like, well, you must have had some. Why would he?
No, he didn't.
No.
In the 5th grade? No, it couldn't have been.
He was like 41.
He had a fucking tie by that time.
So I was implying what? That you were implying. I was implying that one of the years of the 80s, I was 11 years old. Is that what you're getting at?
When you were in 5th grade,
that's 11.
The decade was the 1980s.
Yeah.
No.
Not even close.
No, not even close. That would be that you were born in 69.
Yeah. How would you know? I was a teenager.
69 plus 11 is 80.
I was a teenager in the 80s. Fucking Sam. Fuck that goddamn Sam is pulling these fucking little tidbits out. We're trying to have the audience
you didn't
believe that we could be 11 years old in the 80s.
Never would have figured that.
You didn't have an Izod shirt when you were a kid.
No.
You had a fucking, like a Village People iron-on or something from
maybe
like
an iron-on.
74, 75.
Right. Yeah.
He was too old to be an Over the Edge when they made that movie. Nobody remembers that.
Wearing a Woodstock shirt that he got there.
Oh, God. How many more tracks?
When you graduated high school, was John Bonham still alive? Oh, man. It's a good one.
Yeah.
September 25th, 1980.
He was not.
Oh, all right.
He wasn't.
80,
right?
Yeah, September 25th.
He was not alive when I...
Okay. Had Reagan been shot yet?
Had Gerald Ford.
Yeah. We're going to inch our way through the decade. I know he doesn't have a lot left.
Reagan was shot when I was in high school. I swear to God.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, that happened right around the same time.
It's 81, I think.
That was a weird period, yeah. Let's go back to the clip.
Easy.
Well, did you?
Honestly, no. I never got into collar shirts.
You didn't?
You will not see me in a collar shirt very often.
This guy's a rock and roller.
I got a scrawny little chicken neck. You might be a child of the 80s if you know by heart the words to any Weird Al Yankovic song. That's scary.
Hard to even admit to that.
How about this one? The Brady Bunch movie brought back.
Anthony.
Cool,
I'm a hole. Look at Anthony.
I'm a hole.
Anthony's selling that one.
Hard to even admit to that.
I'm a hole.
Paging Mr. Herman. Mr. Herman, you have a phone call at the front desk.
That was great. What a fucking team player he was. No wonder you guys got here. Let's hear that again. That is support right there.
Wow, this is brutal. Having Bill here is really bad.
I can't get over the pot laugh. 1997, I was already 7 years clean from fucking pot and coke, and I'm making believe I'm a fucking druggie.
Dude, how much of a psycho were you when you were wired?
I never really liked it.
Yeah.
I never liked it. I could look at you. You're the same way?
No way. No, I never fucked with that.
Oh, you never even fucked with it?
No, I never tried it. No way.
Yeah, I never.
No, I'm a Len Bias kid. I saw him. That was the big rumor was he did it once and he died.
That's all you needed to hear.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'm not messing with that.
I didn't like it as much as I thought I did. I think. Yeah, I didn't. I was done by 89 on that.
Well, considering your radio career started with a lie, I don't know if I'm believing this either.
Yeah, I wasn't into that. I just...
Pot, 90. New Year's 90.
Fucking hilarious.
But you're probably too young in the 80s to smoke pot.
Sure.
Well, if you were 11...
Just growing up.
Smoking candy cigarettes probably at that age.
I haven't smoked pot in 20 years. What year is this? I gotta start smoking pot again.
It's 21.
It's time.
Heart the words to any Weird Al Yankovic song. That's scary.
Hard to even admit to that.
How about this one? The Brady Bunch movie brought back Cool Memories.
Cool Memories.
Yes. One more. You might be a child of the 80s if 3 words, Atari, Intellivision, and Coleco.
Oh, Coleco.
Coleco, I'm sorry.
I remember those. That was all we had. We didn't have computers and, stuff like that growing up in the 80s.
Wait, you just communicated like your parents bought it for you and you didn't buy it for yourself.
This is so fucking bad. You were writing code in the fucking 80s.
Also, current day Anthony
having the ENIAC computer.
Yeah. Also, current day Anthony corrected me from 1997.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
that was kind of creepy.
I know, that was weird.
I like that answers repeats key phrases and key words.
That's all I did.
It's really funny.
I had no clue what I was doing
like
there.
You were fresh out of broadcasting school.
Fresh out of broadcasting school.
Fresh out.
I also like.
I had no. I had no idea why I was there, what I should be doing. It was very scary time.
And the very end of the clip, Ant's trying to put up this facade for everybody where he says, "Yeah, we didn't have any of that stuff growing up."
Yeah.
He can't admit that.
I couldn't really dive into the lie.
In your house is where you have it, not in your parents' house.
Right. Growing up. Not in the 80s. Just growing up.
Growing up.
When was the
Shut up, Sam.
What? When was the big watershed moment where you guys just had a conversation?
Oh, we remember that,
We can't do this anymore.
It was a drive home.
Yeah, we always had the drive home conversation.
So on the drive homes, we said, fuck this shit. Let's just talk about whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Well, because you don't get the luxury of doing whatever the fuck you want. You do kind of have to listen to people until you make a name for yourself. So we were just playing the game, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then one day we're like, fuck this. Gives a fuck about this shit. Let's talk about whatever, pops in our heads.
Yeah, and just getting comfortable there, for me at least, getting comfortable is so important. Because
So important.
So important.
So it's important to be comfortable.
It's important to be comfortable. Paging Mr. Herman. Fucking asshole.
Paging Mr. Herman. Mr. Herman, you have a telephone call at the front desk.
That was hilarious.
He's looking around.
All right, so that's it, I guess. There you go. The end of Jocktober.
I think it was that bad.
The end, huh? That was quick.
Sam?
I would think Sam would have come up with a few more clips.
Yeah, that's not the end. There's several more clips, actually. Some more lengthy than others.
O&A,
there's a picture of Opie from the 80s, right?
Yeah, there. I'm surprised you're not wearing an Izod shirt.
They put a baby picture of Opie up on the Facebook site.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's me.
What year? That's got to be. That's
79?
pre-moon landing.
Turn that to say pre?
Yeah. Dude, that's 64. Kennedy's still alive with that one. Look, he still has hope in his eyes.
Last time I had hope. O&A haven't finished listing things that were true in the 80s. After some hilarity, they take some phone calls that probably aren't taped.
I wouldn't think they're taped, would you?
Oh, no, we did live phone calls, Sam.
You did?
Yeah, we took live phone calls, Tom.
All right. Maybe the phones ring because we got an interesting little phone topic today, Ann.
Yes, we do.
I got a cool email that we're adding to, actually. You might be a child of the 80s if is how it goes. And, for example, the phrase, where's the beef, still doubles you over with laughter.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
That was never funny.
But that was
never funny.
That was a long laugh for that.
I just smoked pot. Wow. You guys smoke pot out there.
And you're
see, I relate to you.
You're agreeing that phrase doubles you over with laughter because you guys are children of the 80s.
I want to say something
would
here.
probably laugh at that.
I want to say something here. The original Where's the Beef commercials, when they first came on, were funny. People found them funny.
Sure.
It was a great...
I never got it. I never thought
where
it was
the
funny.
old lady walked up and just yelled, where's the beef?
And the driving with the fucking... She's driving and sliding in the car. It was a funny... I really did.
People did kind of those.
You were a little kid. Of course you found it funny.
Yeah. See, as a child of the 80s, I found things like that funny in between watching Smurfs and other cartoons from
Are you saying we weren't children of the 80s, Sam?
No, I'm agreeing. I'm listening to the show.
Are you willing to admit that I was a teenager in the 80s?
You might have turned 20 in 1980, making you 19.
Dude, that baby picture is looking very Eisenhower administration. That is right there in the industrial military complex speech.
Right there, yeah.
When was Sam born?
1983.
Jesus. So you were a child of the 80s.
I was a child of the 80s.
As were all of us, I guess.
I guess so. We're not that far off.
He was a baby in the 80s.
Yeah, we're in the same spectrum.
You know why you like Where's the Beef?
Children of the 80s.
Because your father was drinking and you were eating doilies at that age. You had nothing to eat.
I had nothing to eat. Pasta against the wall. No, that was the 70s. Or maybe the 60s. I have no idea.
Can we negotiate?
That picture's great. I think when that picture was clicked of Opie...
It's a big bun. It's a very big bun. Big, fluffy bun. It's a very big, fluffy bun. Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a
They're all
lot of
dead.
People like the old broad.
We serve a hamburger, we modestly call the same.
It was just a bad line read.
Yeah.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
They're bad at the time.
Awful acting, looking around. I never found it funny. I'm not trying to be a snob here. Never found it funny.
Opie, when that picture was taken, right when the shutter clicked, I think at the same time a gentleman was saying, I shall not seek, nor shall I accept your nomination.
No, that's not even true, because that's like 68. There's no way. That's 64.
You think ich bin ein Berliner?
I think Mustang was just rolling off for the first time at the Ford company.
Could be. Their new car, the Ford Mustang.
That was probably 1980. 70.
You got out of an Edsel.
Go over with laughter. Remember that? Yeah, I do. How about this one? You might be a child of the 80s if, honestly, you remember when film critics raved that no movie could ever possibly get better special effects than those in the movie Tron. Tron! Oh, it was horrible.
I got one I just thought of. How about, your child of the 80s?
What were you
Tron.
And
then you think it's going to go somewhere with a bit, and then all you get is, that was horrible.
Shut up.
Dude, all this just sounds like all my early stand-up tapes were
so bad.
You sideswipe funny. You get a little close to it, and then you just keep going.
Yeah, and then just kind of knock off it and hope for the best down the road.
Right? Yeah, a little paint on the side of your car. That's all you get.
Hope down the road, you straighten it out. And
I want to hear some of your old tapes, though.
No effing way.
It's not easy.
I have.
Why not?
Do you at least have one example you can give us right now?
I get enough. Oh my God, dude! I just what I was wearing.
Really?
I have one. I am wearing like navy blue Dockers.
Okay.
With black shoes, no belt, and then a striped shirt that's like pea soup green and navy blue.
Wow. Okay.
And I have a big afro.
A big red afro.
A big afro, and I'm too afraid to take the mic out of the mic stand. But I'm holding on to it for dear life. And I have the most clever, douchey jokes you ever heard in your life, dude. They're horrible. I play it. Anybody comes over my house, if they ever do my podcast, I'll show it to them. And I did it for Nick Swartzer one time. And it's just over. They're like, oh my God.
That bad?
I got one of me bombing on local cable, like, some cable access shows, like my first TV gig. It was, I can't even remember the jokes. They were just horrible.
We got to see and hear that, man.
That's a great, look at the velour shirt I was wearing as a young child.
That's you, Anthony?
That's me in kindergarten. That's my kindergarten picture.
You see the tang on the side of your lips. That's 69. Side of your mouth, I should say.
But, your child of the 80s, if you remember Ronald Reagan speaking coherently.
Very good.
Oh, no, don't joke.
Hello, AF, who's this?
Yes, Tom.
Tom, what do you got?
All right, you were born in the 80s if you think Philip Michael Thomas is a celebrity. I got another one. I got 2 words for you. Quiet Riot.
Well, Philip Michael Thomas was the black dude from Miami Vice.
That got 2 big laughs out of you guys.
Yeah, it was terrific.
Black dude.
Then I had to tell everyone he was
to fucking chime in there.
Then I had to tell everyone he was the black man.
You also have to. I enjoy, for instance, the transition between, for some reason, you guys talking and then you answering the phone.
Seamless.
It was seamless.
It sounds like it happened at 2 different times.
It was seamless.
Even though it was a live call.
But Michael Thomas was the black dude from Miami Vice.
Rico.
Very good. AF, who's this?
Hey, it's Eric. How's it going?
Good, Eric. What do you got?
When wearing leather pants were cool.
Very good. Wait. The leather pants had to have about 100 different zippers on it, too. You had to have the zipper near the ankle.
They were really cool if you had the leather parachute pants.
Oh, exactly.
Hey, take it easy. You guys are doing a great job.
Thanks.
I don't know why you're laughing at what these guys are saying.
Very good.
I just zoned out there. What happened?
I don't know why you're laughing at what these people are saying. Like leather pants, you're like, yeah. I don't know why.
I don't know either.
I would never laugh at that.
I don't know. It's 1997.
But it wasn't even a joke. The guy wasn't even joking. He was just making a point.
Bill, is that your afro?
There you go.
Wow. You look like Montgomery from Fame. Where he tells Ralph Garcia he's in love with him.
That's way back college. That's me on WERS.
That's the Simply Red guy.
Yeah, I gave that one to the Boston Globe. That's haunted me ever since.
Fuck.
Wow. Damn. Is that the biggest?
It's not even funny. It's just wow.
No, yeah, we're just looking at it like,
No, I didn't realize your hair could do that. Was that the highest you got it?
Yeah, that was me in my rebel, no pussy college days.
See, Sam, cut your hair.
I like my hair.
You're gonna like a Bill Burr thing.
You're gonna look back like this, though.
Horrible.
Yeah, just cut it. It's time.
You're gonna go, what was I thinking? Oh.
when I'm doing Child of the 2000s bits.
What a cock. What a cock he is.
Yeah, look at me. Oh, I got some hope there. There's a lot of hope.
Well, the douche-o-meter is officially pegged.
Yeah, I know.
The fans are really enjoying this.
You didn't like the very good, Sam? You don't like the way he said
Very good. Not gonna do it. It's almost Dana Carvey there.
Will in Houston, I like how Opie laughs at the hilarious joke, then explains it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is important
being here.
You're questioning your
I like you can hear your excitement that people are actually calling in. Like, it's going good. I don't care what somebody said. Yeah, you remember salami.
Salami. Yes, salami. Remember salami?
Nobody eats that anymore.
No.
As long as shitty calls are still going through, they'll do this all afternoon.
And that's what we did.
Oh, yes.
Today we're on a little subject called You Might Be a Child of the 80s If. All right, let me give you an example. You might be a child of the 80s if you ever dressed to emulate a person you saw in either a Duran Duran, Madonna, or Cyndi Lauper video. Yikes! Never admit to that. Never. You might be a child of the 80s.
No, I don't admit to anything.
Lyrics?
Yeah. Oh, my God, that's when my hair started turning. I didn't know what to do.
Shotgun to the fucking mouth would have been appropriate.
Dude, Jesus.
Did you have red hair?
My hair was very blondish when I was a kid, and then it turned like reddish brown.
Holy shit.
And,
that's 71.
That's the 80s.
That's 1971 right there.
Come on, that's in the middle of the 80s.
That's the official, the Beatles just broke up haircut.
That's when
Let It Be. You got the Let It Be one.
Yeah. No, that's when Joshua Tree came out.
Yeah.
That's the mid-80s.
Can you tell?
The caption is, I would have thrown spaghetti at your faggoty ass, too. But yeah, no, that's not even, I mean, the 80s are like, this kid is looking like, imagine what's going to happen in the 80s.
Fuck you, Sam.
That's how not a child of the 80s he is.
That could be in the 80s.
No way. Impossibility.
No, that could be.
That's an impossibility.
No, I'm holding on to this.
I was listening to The Clash.
Yeah.
You were.
It's great.
Yeah.
Never admit to that. Never. You might be a child of the 80s if your hair... Oh, this is a good one. Your hair at some point in time in the 80s became something which can only be described by the phrase, I was experimenting. Remember, it was huge. Girl.
Dude, you sound like you're having the time of your life on this show.
Inside I was crying.
Happy to be there.
Hey, can I tell you, too?
I was crying.
I didn't even think you were. I think you were just completely nervous that you were going to blow this gig.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't in an attic. I was happy. I was not in an attic, so I was just like, this is the best place ever. And I was fully expecting to be back in the attic.
I got to be honest with you. You should have been.
I know.
Hearing this.
Exactly.
I thought you said
terrible.
I was not even an attic.
No, I wasn't in the attic.
Of course he was.
Oh. Yeah. Was. I couldn't deal with the thought that I was going to go back to Knocking 10 and
yeah, we were extremely nervous.
So I had to make
a big afternoon drive gig.
If I was laughing, everybody else must have been.
We were a lot older than our audience.
But they weren't saying funny... Like, I wouldn't mind if you were laughing at a couple of jokes that weren't good, but you just laughed at anything that was from the 80s. Like, you know what I mean? If you remember 1983... Yeah, before 84.
Yes, there's no reason to laugh.
No, because they're not jokes.
And the other...
Remember that? Yeah, I do.
The other thing that
it's a crutch.
You guys were told was not only...
Shut up, Sam.
To not act your age, but to keep it local.
Yes.
So I hope that everybody's prepared for Opie, the consummate broadcast professional, to bring in that local angle.
The local angle.
Local flavor.
They, during the air checks, they used to tell us all the time, look, I like what you're doing. But you know what? You got to make it a little more local, guys.
Just to remind the audience that you grew up in Boston in the 80s. You're from...
not do that.
You didn't... You acted like...
surprise for me.
You were from Boston.
No.
No. Well, you brought in the local angle.
I got to hear this.
Oh, my gosh.
I was experimenting.
Remember, it was huge. Girls' hair was huge.
Oh, it was so high. They had the peacock look. Actually, the 80s look hasn't left Revere yet.
No.
I think Revere is the only town in America that still has the 80s hair work.
I've never been to Revere in my life.
Yeah, someone told you that.
There you go. I've never been there.
Wow.
No, I don't even think I've ever driven through.
Wow. But you're from Boston and grew up in the 80s.
I couldn't point out Revere on a map.
And that was the hackiest reference. In stand-up. That was the one that you said in the Boston area. Like, oh, is this guy from Revere?
Yep.
All right, so someone obviously told me that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's the hacky.
But you can hear it in him that he has no idea what Revere is, where it is. He's just throwing it out there. Is that good?
Local, right?
Almost like someone's talking in an earpiece and he's trying to get past through levels of security. What's the password? Revere.
Revere.
Yes.
Hoo-ha. Be the hack town.
Only town in America that still has the 80s hair working, where it's that peacock look. It's really high on top, but real flat. If they turn sideways, they only have like an inch of hair that goes all the way up.
They were just getting height, pure height. And then they take a little wisp of like waterfall bangs that would come down and like an awning. It was like a front awning. What the hell were they thinking? That still happens in Revere. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
Hey.
That was
great. You went back to Revere again.
Yeah. But that was a table pounding. Like he said, like, yeah, it's just an inch, and I hear.
You heard that, did you?
I sure did.
Yeah.
Bill was right. They did good. Opie reminded everybody. Revere. Local. Massachusetts.
That's going to be great for the air check. They're going to say, yeah, you went local. I like that.
Yeah. It's just two guys from Massachusetts who grew up in the 80s.
Yep, just relating to the other kids.
Yeah. They couldn't be less like their listeners.
No, not at all. If you were being honest, you would have said I was on my way to high school and I got jumped in wine dance in 78.
They wouldn't have known what you were talking about.
Sam is really enjoying this shit.
Sam's he's got that. Yeah, I'm loving your misery laugh.
Yeah. This asshole never laughs. Never.
This one's funny to me.
It's very rare to get Sam to laugh.
I've taken a lot of abuse, and I like this part.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm a child of the 80s that remembers when Def Leppard's drummer had 2 arms.
That's some excitement.
And the one thing, and here's the annoying part, that was the funny joke that you guys don't laugh at. You go, yeah.
I know.
Like, you should have laughed at that.
That's his inner radio child screaming out, this is the direction I really want to go with. As he's sitting out, Revere. Like in Revere.
Oh.
This reminds me of that cripple.
Yeah.
You're right. Why can't I do that?
Fuck, Bill in a way is right.
Yeah.
I want to make fun of amputees, not talk about this crap.
Yeah, I don't think this. I don't actually.
Fuck, you're right, Bill.
I don't think it's this bad. I don't think it's that
breaking
bad.
it down.
So bad.
Let me go to Kyle in Boston. Kyle.
Hey, as hacky as that Revere line was, it's still fucking true.
There you go.
It's true.
There you go.
True doesn't make it.
Yeah. There you go.
Though.
There you go.
I mean, the point is that you're liars, not what you're telling the truth. You're lying.
Why are we liars, Sam?
Liars.
Why are we liars?
We really are.
I got a question. Who came up with the idea for Opie and Anthony's demented world? And Anthony pointing to the world and Opie getting ready to punch it. And if I notice, the two of you are in that world and you still want to destroy it. Holy shit! Look at Anthony's ponytail. I didn't even see that.
It's 2. I have like one on one side, one on the other, and one on top.
Ponytails.
So it's like this big, fluffy poodle head, and then
you look like you're in Spyro Gyra.
It's crazy, right? Like when I was a kid.
And then I got rubber bands in my hair for some reason.
Yeah. Opie's got like.
It's the first time we ever had a makeup artist, and that's what they decided. Wow. I don't think they were.
And you guys were just like happy to be there.
Hey, why not?
Cool.
Look,
you're gonna do our hair?
It's a demented world.
We're doing a photo shoot.
Yeah. Demented. It's crazy.
I think it was our first photo shoot, right?
Opie, get mad at the world in this one. Get mad at the world.
Yeah.
Why would we punch our world? Because that's basically what we're saying.
You're demented. It's demented. It's like Bizarro, but different.
Hope nobody can tell that we're liars in this picture.
Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah.
I hope our fucking...
Why does that picture say we're liars?
Exposed?
I just hope nobody could tell that we're massive phonies.
That's why they had Anthony put his arm up so you couldn't tell he was already in his 40s.
Come on, I was not. I will not take that.
Because there was nothing about you guys that was like, you didn't really look like that. Like, you guys didn't do your hair like that normally.
No.
You aren't crazy, wild guys. You're probably nice dudes.
I'm out of my mind. wild. I'm wearing a Lollapalooza shirt.
You're right.
In that. Yeah.
Oh, God, that's...
yeah.
You're just trying.
Because the kids would be wearing their Lollapalooza shirts.
Of course they would.
By the way, I had that exact same T-shirt, and I used to wear it thinking I was out of control. But I was also in 8th grade or 7th grade at the time.
Who wasn't?
Right. So were you, now that I think about it.
That's right. We all fucking were children of the 80s.
Right.
Yeah. That could be the best of the day.
Oh, that could be the direction my career could go in. That's what I want to do. Marblehead.
Speaking of flash dance, remember when all the girls in the 80s thought they were cool because they'd wear the leg warmers to school?
Oh, my God.
Who did ya there?
That was Anthony.
I did a but he did his better.
Yeah.
Who was doing the horrific pothead voice right there?
Hey, that's what I'm trying to do.
Let's play that again.
Remember
when they wore the leg warmers, man?
And how long had it been since you had smoked pot?
90.
So that's 7 years since you had smoked pot.
But you sound like Dave's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had your clarity at 35. It's 7 years later. I'm too old for this. I really am.
This is so bad. You're not from Boston. You don't smoke pot, and you weren't a child of the 80s.
Sam's over there just collecting lies.
The evidence. That's why you reacted to that.
Oh, he had collecting lies.
Yeah, I didn't. At this point, I haven't had a drug in my body for 21 years.
Yeah, let's hear that clip again. That's a good point.
I don't know how to do it though.
This is flash dance.
Speaking of flash dance, remember when all the girls in the 80s thought they were cool because they'd wear the leg warmers to school?
I like how he fucked it up too. He goes, "Wear the leg warmers."
Lego warmers. Lego warmers.
Revere, Marblehead, Worcester.
I think we wrote down towns before we went on the air. For the first year, we were writing shit down.
I think you're right. I think towns were written down.
Somebody on the Opie and Anthony in 1997 Facebook page just posted a picture of two confused old men with the caption, "Metaphorical picture of O&A trying to relate to their listeners."
This isn't funny.
Yes,
oh, Jesus. You might be a child of the 80s if you're excited to watch Family Ties. Is it nothing funny?
Family Ties.
Yes, I would have to reiterate.
Chiming in douche.
No reason.
Almost done.
Painful.
That was towards the end of your anytime.
More things that happen in the 80s, then the phone system gets screwed up, or Opie can't get the pre-recorded call to play.
It's one or the other. I can't tell. See, you say that the phone system is screwed up, but then I'm factoring in that you guys were liars, so I'm assuming that you're playing pre-taped calls, and that isn't what's not working. You can't figure out how to push play.
How did you just factor that in?
I'm not going to admit to any lies today, Sam, but you're keeping track over there.
Yeah.
What are we lying about?
Well, so far, I feel that you've lied completely about your age, growing up in the 80s. You're lying about being from Boston.
About what they think is funny?
You're lying about what you think is funny, because those jokes weren't funny. You're lying about smoking pot. You're trying to do the voice. So far I've got 5
lying about
lies.
the kind of show that they want to be doing. Lying that they're enjoying themselves.
I like how Bill pointed out the fucking amputee thing, because you're so right.
Yeah, you're like,
that was edgy.
Please, more people say stuff like that so I can do stuff like that.
And I don't know why we couldn't do it ourselves, like just say, fuck it. Well, we did, finally. But at that point, go, you know what, fuck it. We want to hear more about this demented fucking weird shit.
I'm going to punch Sam in the head.
I like Sam listing the lies.
Sam's now writing a list of all of our lies from...
all right, what do we got on the lie list so far again?
We're from Boston. We grew up in the 80s.
Yes.
We think our listeners are funny.
Yes.
We like doing this type of radio.
Yes.
Everything's funny.
Our calls aren't
recorded.
Good.
We smoke pot.
Right.
Yeah.
That phony dialogue, we don't know the mics are on.
Oh, yes.
There's another one.
We didn't stop smoking pot.
We might get double digits
years ago. At this point, Jesus. 7 years ago.
The mics are off.
Yeah, that's 8 lies.
Yeah, that's a lot of lies.
Fuck.
All right.
I got to actually make it a smaller font so we can fit it all on one page.
Also today on the show, we're doing the phoner. You might be a child of the 80s if... And we got a couple of good ones coming in here. Might be a child of the 80s if you know who shot J.R.
That's a good one.
That is a very good one. You might be a child of the 80s.
Yeah. What was good about it?
Nothing. I had no idea why I said that, Jim. I throw myself on the mercy of you fucking pricks.
I found another lie. Opie got this from an email as opposed to just reading it from a website.
From Prep Burger
or something. Bitboard.
I like how Anthony feigned excitement. He went,
Not only is it a good one, it's interesting.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, I do remember that as a child of the 80s.
Actually, that might be one of the more honest moments you have because you couldn't even sell it with a fake laugh. You're just like, that was English language.
I don't know if people give a fuck about this, but when I was at BAB and then Ann was at BAB with me for a little while there, we were doing way edgier stuff than this.
Yeah, because it was like 7 at midnight.
We had
really
naked girls being spanked, all sorts of crazy shit. So we went
naked girls being spanked? Jesus, you guys were out there.
It was way before, now every fucking show's done it. But what I'm saying is naked girls doing some pretty crazy shit, and then we took a step backwards to take this job.
Oh, wow, so that's even worse, huh?
Because they had a lot more hands-on shit with us at AF than
money.
We had at
That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
They had a lot more hands-on money.
Hands-on money
to pay us, and the creative level of the money was the money.
This is what's confusing. This is confusing even to me. We do have video of like Aunt in a shower with fucking girls, showering off from debauchery that was happening in the studio.
This was before we fucking realized we got to turn this ship around. Got to do something.
How far out to sea did you get?
Very far before we decided to turn around.
See if other men's come.
That's a good one.
That is a very good one. You might be a child of the 80s if all skate change directions means something to you.
All skate, remember that?
All skate.
In the skating rink.
Yes.
All skate couples only.
You can hear our Boston accents.
That is a 70s reference. I didn't get that.
It really is a 70s reference.
What?
That's roller boogie. That's 76.
Roller skating rinks.
Well, that's why Aunt got excited and went, ooh.
Did I? Yeah.
Ooh. Hey. They're giving themselves away with the wrong... If you remember, separate water fountains. Yeah. Oh, wait.
No, that's what somebody calls him with something racist, and then Anthony goes, yeah. That's the direction.
Well, we can all agree you can hear the Boston accent, Sam.
You guys aren't from Boston. You're faking it.
You can hear the
phonies.
Boston accents, right?
I'll give you credit for being phonies and liars. As a matter of fact, I'll add that to the list.
Remember that?
All skate.
In the skating rink.
Yes.
All skate couples only.
And then the change directions used to freak everyone out. They'd start falling and stuff, trying to hit each other, trying to turn around.
You know what I know? You're a child of the 80s if the @ key on any keyboard just didn't mean anything.
It didn't mean anything in the 80s.
Now it's very important.
Yes, you might be a child of the 80s if you owned a pair of rainbow...
Please go back to Anthony.
Why?
I can't.
Why?
Let
us off the hook, Bill.
Why, Bill? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Let us off the hook, please. Let's talk about you and Jimmy Fallon.
How every time I sit there and you guys are like, okay, this could be funny. You guys go right up to funny and then you turn it back around again.
We were scared.
We were scared. We were. Okay, now I can't make fun of you. You just totally into it.
Bill, we were scared.
Being frightened isn't a funny fucking thing, man.
The Opie and Anthony show from 1997 just posted, whoever's running this Facebook page just posted, Brother Mans, why is everyone crashing our site? If this keeps up, we're going to have to block all posts.
Yeah, I'll have the last laugh when I start fucking printing up Brother Man T-shirts.
And there's
that joke.
Royal Flush cover. Look, we're playing poker.
Brother Man is his catchphrase.
So what's up, Brother Man?
He used to try to create catchphrases.
You know, Opie, I like you too much to even look at you. After here, I'm embarrassed for you.
Just let me be today. You want to look at the station CD we were part of? You love the Demented World cover. This was called Royal Flush.
That's not bad.
We're all just hanging around, playing poker, having a good time.
That's not bad at all. People still do that.
Where's the urinal one? Was that part of Royal Flush? Yeah, it had to be.
There was
an alternate.
Turn it, Sam, a little bit. I can't say
cover or something. We're all at the urinal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to say.
There honestly is nothing really wrong with that. So hell, if you get 10 guys in a photo, what are you supposed to be doing?
Yeah. You know, that looks like a bad rock album in the 70s. Nothing. They would advise that joke. Nothing.
No, you're right. It does.
Opie and Anthony just don't remember the 70s.
Well,
no. It was well before.
Tiny little babies. They grew up in the
70s. There's some great acoustic performances and then real shitty comedy in between the songs. I mean, really bad. Really fucking bad. What are some of the artists on this one?
Everclear, Tracy Bonham, Local H, Our Lady Peace, Cake,
Mighty Joe Plum.
And the WAAF Air Staff.
The Nixon
thing in the 80s.
Now it's very important. Yes, you might be a child of the 80s if you owned a pair of rainbow suspenders just like Mork used to wear.
It's embarrassing.
What am I fucking...
And one more real fast. You might be a child of the 80s. Oh, do this one. You sat with your friends on a Friday night and dialed 867-5309 to see if Jenny would answer.
You did that? Did you do that?
You were an adult.
I'm officially going to admit a lie. I never did that.
Then why did you say you did?
Add it to the list.
But I'm officially not going to admit that. I never did that.
Why did you tell people that you did? You want to be cool? Like the cool kids did? Even though you weren't a kid in the 80s?
People now are just writing Opie's a liar.
A huge liar. But Ant is just as bad for enabling and just going along. Opie knows what he's doing. I'm going to lie right along with him.
Yeah. So did you guys look at each other while you were doing this show?
Oh, yeah. We thought it was
for some reason, yeah.
They high-fived while every song was playing.
But
the bald-faced liar show?
Yes.
But who would ever think that would be cool to say on the radio? That, yeah, man, I used to call the no man.
I did that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
What you got to do is, I think, when you listen to this kind of a show, you got to get into their demented world.
Look at the long leather fucking jacket I got, though. That's cool, right?
And your tucked-in shirt.
Yeah.
I like the fact your shirt is tucked in.
Your braided belt.
Well, I know, by then grunge had come in and nobody tucked their shirt.
Nobody.
That's right there. That's a nice hint.
Yeah.
None of the kids are tucking their shirts. But you're trying to relate.
Yeah.
What? You know what, though? There's a dead giveaway in that picture.
Of what?
Dead giveaway that maybe...
Crow's feet around your eyes?
You asshole.
Do you have a wedding ring on?
Yes.
You do?
Oh,
what
the
fuck? Wow. Someone fucked up.
Yeah, you probably told people it was a mood ring.
That would be the 70s.
They told us to not admit we had girls, that we were available.
Wow, what a prize for the girls that was. Jesus Christ.
We were available.
This is so bad. Oh, that was the unusual suspects cover, yeah.
See, we're unusual.
There it is.
What now?
I'm trying to figure out what's hanging off your pants. Is that like a shirt?
Hat.
Oh, you got your hat buttoned to your belt buckle.
The kids are doing that.
Oh, no.
Sam cannot get enough of this. Sam is enjoying this a little too much.
Look at his head hanging from his belt buckle. The adjustable band.
Now I get why.
Why does it take this to make you laugh, you cunt?
Oh, it's terrible.
Dude, you were fucking lost. You really were with that big stupid hat. It was just he's like some fucking aging ingenue, still trying to be the flavor of the month. It's over. You're old.
It's the second album cover. His shirt is tucked in.
He's like a dork. He's like Cheryl Teague in 1991.
His dorky shirt is tucked into his belted jeans.
Fucking hands in the pockets and true rock star fit.
What a set of balls. Holy shit, Sam.
These opportunities don't come up often.
Oh, that's fucking
I'm going for the gold.
Second album cover with his shirt tucked in.
Someone look it up. Were the kids tucking their shirts in?
No.
Even all the other old guys in that photo have their shirts untucked.
Everyone has their hands in their pockets. Just a bunch of nerds.
Geeks.
That's fucking brutal.
I know that guy in the end didn't have a real name. He had a nickname, whatever his name
Rocco.
was. It was, yeah.
That was Rocco.
Rockhole.
You just know, yeah. The guy that used to come on after us, nighttime.
Every morning show has a...
And see, Hillman had to be the Santa Claus.
Yeah, he's standing.
Because Dave loved Hillman.
He's the guy.
You're going to be our leader in the photo.
Oh, my God. Hillman's been there that long?
Still there.
No, whenever I go to Boston, I go up to the show.
Then we'll shut up right there.
Yeah, I like that guy. Why, did you guys have bad blood? I think he's hilarious.
I think he's a dick.
No, you don't like him?
Nope.
Too much personal shit. What the fuck is that?
Honk for Hooters on a billboard.
Dude, who's that guy?
Wait, who is that?
I was never on a billboard.
I was never on a billboard.
I can't confirm.
Who's that guy on the left? I don't know.
That's you in drag.
Would you dress up in drag?
Oh,
Opie?
no, I swear to God. No.
You promise, because it looks like Anthony and Opie in drag.
No, somebody fucking did something.
It's the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, and you're doing...
There's Anthony.
Honk for Hooters.
It's probably...
No, I swear to you, I'll admit I've done a lot of douchey things in this business, but I've never dressed like a fucking woman for a promotion.
It's probably photoshopped. It's probably something you've done on the side of the road, and somebody photoshopped
Were we on a billboard yet?
I don't remember that at all.
That's
not
remember
saying much, though.
Honking for Hooters is pretty nuts, though.
It's crazy.
I like how you made, like, the two O's in Hooters were like boobs. That was really clever.
Can you get that picture and blow it up a little bit?
Is that really me photoshopped?
I don't know.
I can't tell.
I can't either.
Look, yeah, I would not fucking dress and drag for dumb radio.
Is this another lie? Is this another lie?
I haven't confirmed another story.
It could be blow that up. Get in there.
No, it's not. I swear.
I'm wearing a Patriots shirt. Is that me?
I don't think that's him.
I don't think that's me.
Because he's got like a mullet. It's not pulled back.
That's not you guys. That's not you guys.
Okay, you told the truth for once.
Yes, that's totally Anthony.
That was scary.
I remember we duct taped our intern to a pole and left him there.
Jesus Christ.
See, right there, you got right up to fireworks. You got right up to the funny.
It was funny.
I was just thinking, because we tied a kid to a tree and threw fireworks at him. See? You had the idea.
We actually duct taped him and took the ladder away, so he was just fucking hanging from a pole. And we left him there and went home.
Okay,
that I remember.
I hope this wild guy doesn't spray that fire extinguisher at anybody.
I know.
Right. Oh, no. Dude, you look like you're in Quiet Riot.
Yeah, I know.
Look like a nurse.
That was really
I guess we're done, Sam? That's it?
Look how pretty Opie was.
Now he's calling you pretty.
That's a pretty intense stare, though.
Well, he wanted to be, because Opie wanted to be a model, so when he was taking radio pictures, he put on a model face, I think. You told us you wanted to be a model.
Yeah.
So you telling me
I didn't want to be a model.
You were a model.
What was it about you that thought you would be a good model?
I was put in something when I was in Rochester. A couple things that we don't want to talk about. That goes back even further.
No, the answer.
Look at that picture.
The answer is because he was delusional.
No. Let's go back to that. So what were you put in?
Some stuff.
Did you model bell bottoms at 26?
I modeled a Coca-Cola T-shirt.
Oh shit! There it is. Can we get some sound?
No.
Yeah,
no.
Please.
Bill hasn't seen it.
Please. It's to me.
Because Bill's got to see it.
Just want to see the Coca-Cola thing. Phil is smiling now. Wait till you hear this.
All right, go back. Fuck.
No, I like this because you're seeing all this shit you guys went through to get where you're at. This is actually cool.
Go ahead and spin it.
Get ready.
Hi, I'm Opie, a starving radio personality. I need TV work. Call me. This number right here, okay? Let's check out some videotape.
He just goes, he just goes, dude,
I know there's a lot of rock and rollers out there, like Led Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses. Why don't you give us a call right now, 325-0500. If you don't, I just might have to sing, and that's going to be ugly. So give us a call, 325-0500. Gabe, back to you.
Opie, thank you very much. Don't threaten us like that. We'd like to thank you.
Don't threaten us like that.
Hi, I'm Opie from WCMF. You know, it's your life, but if you mess around with drugs or alcohol, it's more than just your life you're hurting. Think about your family.
Pause that.
Think about your friends.
I was doing drugs at that point.
Exactly.
So you were lying
Exactly.
again.
And you should be saying that every morning to your radio partner.
Because that was That was in the mid-'80s.
All you were trying to just fill whatever role was open. Whatever they would let you do on camera or on the air, you'd be that guy.
So I'm telling people not to drink or do drugs. And
Dude,
I was
your baby
drinking.
face really saved you, though.
Yeah.
As far as this lie about your age.
I know. I always looked younger than
So wait, Sam, you don't think that he cared about the message? You think that it was just a camera time?
Opie had no integrity. At least up until he came to New York.
I probably did coke that night after filming this PSA.
All you wanted to do was have somebody put a camera in front of your face. There is no integrity whatsoever. Just lies.
All right. Are you done with that so we can move on?
No, there's another minute of it.
You wanted to watch the rest, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, it's your life, but if you mess around with drugs or alcohol, it's more than just your life you're hurting. Think about your family. Think about your friends.
Coke boogers coming out of his nose.
WCMF and 31 care about you. Hear some noise in here. Come on, guys. Yeah!
Yay! There's just little kids around you. They're like, yeah, so make some noise here. I swear they are 3-year-olds.
Yeah, but dude, I can't make fun of you for this because this is the bullshit that you have to crawl through.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do this gig ever.
That was local TV, Rochester, MDA telethon. Yep.
That was the sound of a man hating himself. That was it right there.
I was hoping it would lead to something. Not many years later, still doing radio.
By the way, how quickly did you think you were going to make it in this business?
Wow, that's a really good question.
I started at 23, and I go, by the time I'm like 29, 30,
oh, yeah, yes.
I'll have my own show.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
Oops. Yeah, that wasn't oops. At 33, I was sleeping on a futon. Dead serious. Not because I couldn't afford a bed, just my place was so fucking small, I couldn't get one in there. Sucks. Ah, yes.
It really does just suck.
Chasing a dream.
Yeah.
Folks, want to put some money in the fishbowl? Go ahead. Go ahead, you little fuck. Thank you very much.
What could you have been saying to her? She's probably like, how far do you live from here? And you're probably like, about an hour. Just
Hey, where'd you get that mullet?
Sam, you're slacking. I have to help you out. Another shirt that's tucked in.
Why are you always tucking in your shirt?
Those are the Coca-Cola shirts that you were doing for some kind of a...
Yeah, when I talk about I could have been a model, this is what I'm referencing, by the way. See, even that's not... I'm just joking about that, but some people...
What are you talking about? Look at that hottie you're standing next to.
Huh?
Look at that hottie you're standing next to.
That was for Rochester, that was like a 10.
Damn.
And that's a 10 in Rochester. I'm not even fucking...
She looks like a mom.
She was younger than me.
Tits are down by her waist.
She's just looking at us.
Look how low her tits are.
They're terrible. I swear to you, she's in her 20s.
And she's looking up at Opie like, you're the coolest. With his shirt tucked in.
You are
Stonewatch jeans.
Do you think this is a good modeling exhibition?
The worst.
What I like about Opie here is he clearly knows what to do with his hands. There's nothing more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Hey,
cool.
Flinging him around.
Are we done with this?
Did you want to see the res?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. Did you get that spiky do?
So when did you realize that men would never be a part of your life? Actually, terrible, this one.
They couldn't find a better looking girl?
A non-pig.
If you were a bottom in hardcore pornography, it wouldn't be as embarrassing.
It's up on the ladder.
Yeah, it's
That was old. That was us.
Yeah, that was us talking about the video, which is odd. It should have just been the video.
Because I don't think the video itself was ever posted.
Really?
Oh, really?
Or it must have been posted somewhere and gotten taken down. Because these are all fan videos. There's no official. Whatever.
If you want to know, I was up on the ladder and I had to stay there until they raised a certain amount of money.
You got to stay up on a ladder, yeah. I remember.
Did you get down during the commercial breaks? You liar.
You don't think he stayed up there the whole time?
No, as soon as the camera was off, he just climbed right down and sat down on a chair.
I wasn't an asshole yet, so I probably stayed up on the ladder. Here we go.
I actually did this one. You sat with your friends on a Friday night and dialed 867-5309 to see if Jenny would answer. Is Jenny there?
But why on a Friday night? Like,
wouldn't that be like a Tuesday night?
Yeah, what would you make a night of that for? Even if she answered, who cares?
Yeah, a whole fucking night, right?
She'd answer, and you go,
wouldn't you just call it once and that was it? The bit's over?
Jimmy, he was adding layers to the comedy.
Yeah, I guess so. On a Friday night.
Plus, I mean, you never did it to start with, so you wouldn't have any experience to draw from.
Is that when the kids did it?
Yeah, you're trying to... Because kids hang out on Friday nights, Jim. All the kids that are listening, I hear they hang out on Fridays now.
Being a child of the 80s, you weren't old enough to drink yet, so you had to find some fun things to do at home.
You weren't old enough to drink yet. Come on, yes, you were.
Dude, one of these days I'll show you my own my old stand. There's no way I would put it out there.
It's really uncomfortable.
You really don't have to. You don't have to put yourself through this excruciating shit. You just choose to.
Yeah, why do we?
I don't know why we do, but yeah.
Because there's something satisfying about we shit on everybody, so it's fun to kind of
get shit on.
Yeah, man.
Come close.
We've all been through it. It's humiliating.
That was a good prank call in the 80s. Yeah.
Humiliating.
Oh, you hear the dead space there? That was supposed to be comedy.
Oh, that was supposed to be.
That was supposed to be comedy.
A phone call, right?
No, going with Bill's thing.
There's plenty of room for comedy, jokes, and laughter.
Laughter and jocularity.
I know what happened there. No comedy, so now I'm going to blame it on the phone. It's like, oh, fuck, something's going on here. But there was supposed to be comedy.
I actually thought that was the best piece of the segment so far.
Listen, it's your concept, Bill, where we got close and then said, no, we can't do this. Listen,
that was a good prank call in the 80s. Yeah.
The phone system screwed up. All right.
The phone system is screwed up. Another lie, right?
It's a lie. He's sitting there trying to push play and make sure the pot is up on the phone call that has been recorded.
But I think it goes deeper than that. I think we had no comedy there, and then we both realized how awkward it was.
So you panicked
and blamed it on like a technical problem.
Dude, that just made me nervous. Like you guys were like up until then, you were spitballing, you're throwing stuff out. So even if it sucks, there's not the dreaded
just dead air
silence of comedy. That was nerve-wracking right there.
But see, the other thing, this is something we saved from 1997.
I think you were hitting though. I think you were hitting the button.
Yeah, that sounds like
something wasn't
trying
going
to get the phone thing played. Yeah,
fair enough. So maybe that's not a lie, sir.
No, yes, it is.
The phone system screwed up.
Because the phone system isn't.
Hey, I got one for you.
Let's hear it.
You might be a child of the 80s if you remember carrying a piece of cardboard to school to breakdance on.
Spinning on your head.
Yeah.
Good addition.
With the boombox that two people had to carry at one time.
40D batteries.
Good job, dude.
I hate the forced jocularity. Like everybody's just having a fucking party.
You guys both wanted to call that guy a douche. Just the way he said it. Hey, you remember bringing a piece of cardboard to breakdance? You would have been like too long, asshole.
I was just thinking, good thing you got those phones working. You got that thing on the air.
Immediately. Immediate. Phone's not working. Call her. Hi.
Yeah. And it's amazing that these callers have such bad jokes, but they're so good with timing on the air, making sure everything's quick and to the point.
Right? Yeah. Nice and tight. Anthony sounds distracted during this, like you're fucking online trading and you're just like repeating key phrases like when a chick is yelling at you. Fucking spin on your head.
Yeah, I know.
And then we go into I'm so happy. No, we weren't.
No.
My God.
You're so kind.
All right, I've had enough.
There we go.
We got one more clip. Because Anthony has some new sound effects.
Oh, no. Come on, man. Don't end with
Luckily, there's a fact about
I love how he pulls his hat down on the radio as if anybody can see it.
No, because I can't look at you guys.
That's all right. I'm just going to stare right into your eyes, Anthony.
No, please, Bill.
Luckily, there's a facts about the 80s that segs into them nicely.
Oh, good. See, this clip, it just left me befuddled because you teased that Anthony had new sound effects to do. Then you read the facts, and then you acted as if the sound effects organically. You already announced that I didn't even understand what you were going for.
We're looking at 1997. That's right. To conclude Jocktober for the people just tuning in. Here's the final track, thank God.
That's funny. 107.3 WAAF, the only station that really rocks. It's Opie and Anthony. Anthony's got a couple new sound effects for you in a second, though, okay? We're doing a really cool photo today. We're doing...
teasing a sound effect.
No, but Anthony goes, yeah. And Opie's relating to the listener as if he's talking right to them by saying, in a few minutes, okay? Because he's not saying, "And is that okay with you?" He's asking the listener, okay?
I can't take this.
By the way, the Opie and Anthony Show for 1997 Facebook page is in Phase 2. The 1997 Opie and Anthony Show has closed people posting on their wall, so now it's just their postings that you can post on. Their latest one is, today we're asking our listeners, what makes you a child of the 80s, just like your favorite shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Your shock jocks, great.
You weren't children of the 80s.
Fantastic. That's great.
I was a teenager in the 80s,
Oh, it's joyless.
Text for you in a second, though, okay? We're doing a really cool photo today. We're doing, you might be a child of the 80s if, and you fill in the blank. You might be a child of the 80s if you had a ringside seat for Luke and Laura's wedding on General Hospital. Remember that fiasco? You might be a child of the 80s if you spent endless nights dreaming about being the Bionic Woman, or Wonder Woman, or the $6 Million Man. Got a fax here from some guys. Got a couple
70s shows. Those are all shows from the 70s.
You just don't remember.
What is that about?
That's what your lie is unraveling. You know all the words to the Partridge Family.
He's like, all cops are named Barney Miller.
Coming up in 2 minutes, guys.
Sound effects.
This is painful. Our lives are falling apart, Sam.
Yes, because you're thinking of things that you're like, okay, well, that occurred a while ago. I mean, I wasn't a kid, but I wasn't a kid in the 80s either, so...
You remember Evel Knievel's big jump over the Snake River Canyon. He thought a Ford Pinto was a safe car. Anthony, you got some sound effects for that one?
At that point, the listeners are like, what is the Bionic? What shows are they talking about? I never watched
you grew up on Hogan's Heroes, you fucking liar.
F Troop.
Yes. I'm the worst.
The listeners are just starting to ask, how old are these guys?
Like, what is that?
The Bionic Woman?
Who thinks of her?
So maybe we should have cut the bit.
Yes.
Anthony was watching TV before they ended it with going, in color.
The following broadcast is Living Color on NBC.
You might be a child of the 80s if you remember when cigarette companies sponsored comedy hours.
Just post it on their Facebook page. Ant's got new sound effects. Tune in soon to check out the wacky noises.
This hurts.
This is bad.
Woman or the $6 Million Man. Got a fax here from some guys. Got a couple. 90% of your album collection was from K-Tel. You had the Kevin Bacon footloose haircut. And Dad bought Beta instead of VHS. Yikes. Very good. Here's another one. Another fax came in. You might be a child of the 80s if you remember trying to guess the episode of the Brady Bunch from the first scene. Hey, I used to play that game.
Did you really?
I never played that game.
Ew.
Can I make an announcement?
Yes.
I don't think there was any facts. Because this is the topic that segs into Ant's sound effects. And I believe if you listen to the way you said it, and we also got one more fax in.
Yeah.
I believe you're lying and that there is no facts that brings up the Brady Bunch. Because why would anybody associate the 80s with the Brady Bunch?
Yeah, just for the record, the 80s were, the Brady Bunch was late 60s, early 70s.
Yes, exactly.
I believe it came on right after the Monkees went off the air.
I don't think...
Dude, you guys, it's almost like a serial killer that wants to get caught. You're just leaving all these fucking clues. The pressure of this fucking lie is just crashing down on you.
I never even thought this deeply into it, but you're making complete sense.
Yes.
There was no facts about the Brady Bunch.
I officially don't know, but I know I didn't play that dumb Brady Bunch game.
Listen to the clip, and you tell me, honestly.
If you thought a Chevy Vega was a sports car.
We were serial killers hoping to get caught. That's perfect.
There was no facts, yes. Jeez, that's a long list of lies.
So many.
Brady Bunch from the first scene. Hey, I used to play that game. I used to think I was the only one that did that. Me and my sister would hang out, and the Brady Bunch would come on, and I mean, right from the shot of the house, and I go, oh, this one where Greg, Peter, Bobby, go. I knew exactly which one it was.
How far did he go with that lie? I like how he's stammering. Me and my sister. I'll go with my sister. Yeah, we used to do that. And the house is coming up.
I am woozy. I'm woozy. Listening to this. Literally, I'm woozy.
Here's what happened. Anthony had Brady Bunch sound effects to do because they're coming. He had Brady Bunch sound effects to do, so he told Opie about it, and Opie thought this was so good we have to fit it in now, so let's just tie it into this 80s bit, even though there is no facts about it because it has nothing to do with being a child of the 80s. Nothing.
Was do one of the sound effects?
No, but it's close.
No, I said the song. Guaranteed it'll be, the fucking...
It's going to be the keyboard.
Tiki, and it's going to be the whistle.
Oh, Anthony, it just keeps getting better.
Do you think the sound effects are going to be using the slide whistle?
Yes.
I bet.
And there's going to be 2 whistles.
You know, there's 2 whistles. You remember it. It's starting to come back to you.
2 whistles.
I can't.
Nothing to do with the 80s.
Yeah, see.
Nothing.
I still got it.
They were rerunning the Brady Bunch in the 80s.
They did it in the 90s and the 70s. It doesn't matter.
I know, but like Child of the 80s is like it should have been something from the Rubik's Cube. How did that never come up?
There's never.
You know why? You were too old to play with them.
There's never been anybody who associated the 1980s with the Brady Bunch ever.
I knew exactly which one it was. Remember that one where they with the UFO? The UFO, of course. Yeah, they were faking that there was a UFO to fool Bobby, and the Air Force got involved. And I think Greg had the flashlight and the little whistle. And wait a minute.
It's a UFO.
Wait, I thought that was the sound effect when they were making believe it was a ghost. Oh no, that was this. It's totally different. What's the matter with you? That was the ghost when they wanted the house to be haunted, so they didn't sell it. Okay, that's the ghost. All right, now what's the sound effect for the UFO? Totally different. What's the matter with you? You're crazy or something?
Yeah.
You crazy or something?
Yeah, I am, I think. If you want me to be crazy,
I'm sweating. World we're in.
I'm sweating.
Anthony's fake laugh is raspy. That's how you can tell me. He does a raspy fake laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Opie, after hearing that, do you think there was a fax that came in about the Brady Bunch?
No, the radio segue to something I thought might work.
So you're admitting it was a lie.
And maybe it did work for the time. I don't even know.
It didn't work.
I would say that it didn't work.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
For any time, it didn't work.
And all the people listening to WAAF were like young rock kids, and never watched the Brady Bunch.
No, of course not.
Then how the fuck did we have ratings?
I don't know.
I don't know.
At least you guys had a bit there. Like you drove up to the bit, you went in,
and we went with it,
and you did it.
Yeah.
Wow, a lot of supportive laugh.
But I didn't like in that bit, by the way, when you said, isn't that the ghost? And you immediately had that other whistle. There wasn't a fucking time for a breath, and you had that whistle.
Yes,
the ghost whistle.
I think I may have known in advance that I was going to do that.
Had you guys discussed, okay, here's how we'll come out of the 80s bit and be able to get to your Brady Bunch sound effects?
That's a lie, by the way.
I think the conversation was a little more panicked than that. I think
how are we going to do that?
Do that. That'll take up 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
I don't think that was.
We weren't allowed to talk more than 5 minutes an hour, so that was our best stuff.
And this CD was pressed to be sent out as like this was the
bigger gig.
Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, here's a little example.
Yeah,
of what we could bring to your market.
Just a little piece.
That was a demo?
Yeah.
No, it was a show.
New York. I don't know if you've heard what's going on in Boston, but I got something to play for you.
It wasn't officially.
It was something you sent out, though.
Something we thought was good, though.
Oof, what didn't make that
I
tape?
never sent that out.
It was prepared to be sent out.
No, it was never going to be sent out. Maybe parts of it, maybe. I don't know. Why am I even trying to defend this?
Yeah, it's just...
what are the lies? Because that was it.
So far, I've got...
no, there is no so far.
I mean,
we're done.
If the other guys can think of other lies that I missed.
It's done. That was the last track, Sam.
Thank God.
Lies. We're from Boston and have accents. We grew up in the 80s. We think our listeners are funny. We like doing this type of radio. Our calls aren't recorded during the songs. Opie didn't stop smoking pot 7 years ago. We don't know when the mics are on. Opie got the list from a listener email. Opie called 867-5309. We're single. There are any problems whatsoever with the phones. There was a fax about the Brady Bunch, and Opie played the Brady game.
It's not the Brady game.
The Brady game, yes, it
I just knew that he did some, fun Brady Bunch sounds.
Oh, yeah, hilarious.
That's it. Jocktober is officially over.
How did you come up with those sound effect bits?
Well, Bill, if you got some time,
interest me. Take us through your process.
Well, I take things that people just normally look at as everyday items, and I'm able to turn them around into
I want the real
comedic
shit.
genius.
I want the real shit when you were sitting at home in your apartment.
Yeah.
Did you run it by him over the phone? Do you think this is funny?
No, I think I was just fiddling with the fucking tootly horn, the tootly whistle.
Nervous energy.
Yeah.
The break, yeah.
I was like, oh, this sounded like, that ghost thing.
Then Opie's eyes lit up and was like, we're doing that. We're coming out of break. We're doing that.
That's
gold.
right.
It's gold.
That's right. We're doing it.